like, I guess, when you found out that they were going to kind of mix up the playing time a little bit, and was that, how hard, I guess, was that to take at first?
They told me, and it was a little hard, but we talk about team and just being a brotherhood. So just trying to do what I have to do for the team. If it's running or passing or just with me and Maddux, I just told them in the meeting, just I'll do whatever it takes, to get the dub at the end of the day.
Do you feel like with one game under your belt, using this new 2-quarterback system, you're going into Fort Collins on like a whole new situation? Did it feel like that at all?
No, not at all. We played. We've been practicing it. You saw in the first half, it was a little rough, but we got a little rhythm in the second half. With the system and everything. So just like always, just learning from what we did well and learning from what we did bad. So just each week, just improving on what we did the last week.
I'm guessing this has to be a new experience for you. I mean, I'm guessing in your past, you've never been taken off the field for anything less than an injury, right? I mean, given that, how tough was it to deal with? That Memphis game, halftime, you're coming off the field. What's going through your mind?
Just doing what I have to do to help the team win, honestly. Just still a leader of this team. People look to me for energy and stuff, so just bringing that energy, when Maddux scores and stuff, we now have like a handshake, just jumping and everything. So I told Max he got up on a couple of them, so I gotta jump a little higher or something like that. But he definitely has both of us just encouraging each other, even on the sidelines, just seeing what we see and just making the adjustments. Because Bush is in the box, so even on the field, both of us seeing the plays definitely helps a lot.
Was that celebration something new this week, or is that something you've been working on for a while?
It was definitely new. It was off the dome. It was just we just went like this. It was like, let's go. So did that, and we went to the sidelines like, yeah, we're doing that every single time. So each celebration, each week, we're gonna probably add something to it each week. So definitely having fun.
How was the idea of the 2-quarterback system brought up to you, and how important is communication as you guys kind of just figure this out?
They told me in a meeting, just with Av and Bush, and like I said, just doing what I got to do for the team, to get these wins, especially in conference play, and just a 2-quarterback system it's new. We're going through ironing out the rinks and the doing all that, so it's just each week just learning from what we did last week, like I said.
What about just confidence-wise and even like rhythm-wise? I mean, the third play of the game, you're coming off already, and then you're kind of going back in. And the end of the game, they make the switch. Was it hard at all early in the game too, with some of the fumbles and stuff, just for you to get into a rhythm, or is that something you're just going to have to adjust to, knowing every play you might be in or out?
I feel like the confidence comes from your prep, and confidence comes from within, and just knowing who you are as a person, and I feel like at a confidence level, my confidence is still high, and I still have confidence in my teammates. They still have it in me, but I have to put the emphasis on each opportunity I have in there, just doing my best. And like when I'm off the field, and when Maddux is on the field, just still got to be locked in, and likewise with him. So it definitely, we definitely have to be intentional, and we definitely have to be really detailed in what we do, especially when we're transitioning, because the play clock and all that, and just when he's in, I can't skip a beat. I mean, he can't skip a beat. When I'm in, I can't skip a beat. So just doing those type of things.
Compared to last season, how different are the looks that defenses are giving you this year, and what are they doing to try and take away your strengths?
I would say they're, especially like the D-line is, containing me, trying to contain me with like wide ends and stuff. But that just causes me, to focus on the pass game, but at the same time, Bush always says, if they're containing, you still have vertical runs too, He puts a really big emphasis on, if nobody's open in the pass game, just vertically running. Maddux does a really good job of that on that 3rd and long, how he stepped up in the pocket and converted on that 3rd and long. So that's what we really put a big emphasis on if they're going to contain like that, just always having a change up to that. No matter what the defense does, we always have answers for it.
Do you have some sort of advanced knowledge of when you guys are getting swapped out, or is it just kind of on a play the coach will say, hey, Taylen, come back here, or hey, go in?
I would say pregame we have like an idea, but going into the game we really don't know how defenses are going to play. Because we have a lot of firepower, we have a lot of weapons, especially having two quarterbacks. They just have a lot to think about. So just each drive and each game, we just got to see how they're going to play, and it's a field thing. And so each time, if Max is in, then he's in, but it's really a field thing. We have an idea, but we really don't know until game time.
Were there a couple times when they switched you and you were just kind of shocked, or
No.
kind of just always say, okay, I trust what the coach
Yeah, always trust what the coaches are doing. I really never have any doubt in my mind. I have full trust in them, full trust in my teammates. Like they're here, they live here pretty much. So my whole trust is in them. I'm never like why. So I always trust them and what they say. So.
How would you describe your relationship with Maddux and how you guys feed off each other, even before this started?
Yeah, we're always laughing, we're always making jokes, and just always having a good time. But at the same time, we're always helping each other, get better. Whether it's in the film room or whether it's out there, he does stuff really well that I pick up on, and I do stuff well that he picks up on all the time. Especially on that QB draw he scored, he lowered his shoulder. I was like, yeah, go ahead, there. I was like, go ahead, there. So just complimenting each other well, and just our relationship is really tight, and we're always just having a good time, teaching him a couple dance moves and all that. So.
Do you guys spend time together away from football?
For sure. He's trying to teach me how to golf. He got to teach me how to golf soon. Him and Colt been on the golf course this summer, so we had a little competition today on putting. And I hit it in a little bit, so they call me Tiger Woods.
Talk about the year Eric McAllister is having, and can he even be used more in this offense?
It's a crazy year he's having. Just being very explosive on anything. Like a really big emphasis this offseason was, doing more than just goes, doing more than just posts, running the full route tree, whether it's a curl, a dime, or whether it's a bank post, just doing it all and just putting it on film. And he's doing it in practice, but him doing it on the field and y'all get to see is really great to watch. Him just being out there smiling and just telling Bush like on the sidelines the adjustments and all that, just being another coach out there. So love seeing him taking that next step, and his confidence you can definitely tell out on the football field, and at the same time that's what you can see in the receiver room. Everybody is for everybody. They see EMAC go for that long touchdown, they're right there celebrating with him. You see Billy over there in Memphis going for that long pass, right there celebrating. So it's always everybody's just encouraging each other, and that's what I love. When one person's making a big play, we're all celebrating. So that's what I love.
When it comes to the two quarterback situation, how much are you learning from it, and how much does this give you an opportunity to grow? What have you learned about how much it takes to succeed at this level, I guess, Taylen?
It definitely gives an opportunity, to just make the most of every single opportunity. But at the same time, like when you're not in, just being there, being in the moment. We talk about being in the moment and staying in the moment, and just being where your 10 toes are, and just keep encouraging and staying positive. Because like I said before, just being that leader, just being that energy giver. Av talks about setting the temperature. Not being like too quiet. So just that's definitely it's definitely a great opportunity to do that, and I'm definitely grateful. Just doing wherever it takes to get the win at the end of the day.
You're hurdling. Were you watching Ashton and saying I can one up you?
Yeah. So I went to run, and I was like, okay, I'm about to hurdle. So I was like, if I hurdle, I'm gonna make sure I have to clear him. So I talked to my parents. My parents like, please be careful. And doing that, and seeing Ashton hurdle after me, I was like, that's crazy. So definitely got to make sure it's an open field next time, and got to be careful to protect the ball because that ball was a little loose. So definitely got to be careful with that. But it was definitely fun. It was definitely fun.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Taylen.